And they go by whatever he said. And cunning craftiness. They be real slick in how they do what they do. Whereby they lie and wait to deceive. They lie and wait to bring forth lies. Especially these poach up eating preachers. Ooh. Let's continue. Jeremiah 29. Isaiah 14 first. Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Most High will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them. These other nations are going to be joined with us. He's going to set us in our own land, and all these other nations are going to be joined with us. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. They're going to be cleaving to us. They're going to be cleaving to us, people. And the people shall take them. We're going to take these other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Most High, for servants, for men slaves, and handmaids, women slaves. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. This is heaven. And it shall come to pass, it's the future, in the day that the Most High shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. He's going to give us rest. We're the only people that went into captivity, slavery, and bondage. When you read this Bible, that's going into captivity, slavery, and bondage over and over and over and over again. Primarily Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what we went through. Jeremiah 29 and 11. Jeremiah 29 and 11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, said the Most High, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. See, this is what we're looking at. An expected end. But we got to work hard, very hard, to see this expected end. Then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. He said he's going to listen to us. And ye shall seek me and find me, when ye shall search for me with all your heart, all your mind, and spirit. And I will be found of you, said the Most High, and I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations, and from all the places whither I have driven you, said the Most High. I will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive. Bring us back to Israel. Hallelujah. That's the good news right there. Isaiah 34 and 5. Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. See? It's talking about right here on the earth. Right here on the earth. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. So this is heaven. This is how you're going to bring it in. You look up Idumea in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Look look up Idumea. Bear with me. Idumea, pertaining to Edom, Greek and Roman name for Edom. So we look up Edom, and it says, Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. See notably Isaiah 34 and 5 and 6 is what we had now. Isaiah 34, 5 and 6. And Isaiah 63, 1 down. So she is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High. That's what it says. So, looking at what was given even by their scholars, historians, and those that created this Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, Zondervan, let's look at what he said. Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, means Edom, Rome, meaning the Caucasian race, so-called white people. It shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The curse is the curse of leprosy. It says, the sword of the Most High is filled with blood. It is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Most High hath the sacrifice in Basra, which was the capital city of Edom. And now America is that capital city called Babylon the Great. And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. So he said he have a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And that's dealing with the Edomites, or the so-called white people, as we just read in their Compact Bible Dictionary. Zondervan said so. Isaiah 63 and 1. Because you got to understand, the kingdom of heaven, for the kingdom of heaven to be set up on this earth, somebody got to be taken out of power. Who's going to be taken out of power? The superpower of the earth. So-called white people. So-called white men at that. Isaiah 63 and 1, it says, this is what they gave us to look at. It says, who is this that cometh from Edom? Edom representing the so-called Caucasian race. With dyed garments from Basra, which is the capital city of Edom. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Because somebody got to be saved. And that's the children of Israel. Mighty to save. We might as well get who's going to be saved. Hold that. Get Luke 1:68. Because somebody got to be saved. Let's see who's going to be saved. Because I know people think that everybody going to be saved. Yeah, people going to be saved for a certain purpose. But the salvation is coming to Israel. Like I said, salvation of the Jews. And we all come from the waters of Judah. Luke 1:68. Blessed be the Most High power of Israel. Not of everybody, but Most High power of Israel. For he hath visited and redeemed his people. His is a personal or possessive pronoun showing ownership. Who? The 12 tribes of Israel. And hath raised up an horn, which is a power. A horn is the power like the horn of a bull, horn of a goat, or a ram. A power of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. Meaning David was of the tribe of Judah. Mashiach Yahushua, we read in Hebrews 7:14, is evident our powers from Mashiach Yahushua sprang out of Judah. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we, who are the children of Israel, should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Okay? To perform the mercy promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant. You got to remember that. Because The covenant was not given to everyone. And we gotta be saved from our enemies, so we gotta look at who we're sold to. Deuteronomy 28:68. The enemies. So we gotta be saved from our enemies. Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt, with me captivity, slavery, and bondage, when you read Exodus 20:2, again with ships. So we the only people that came for hundreds of years on cargo slave ships. It was taken off our land of Americas, North, Central, and South America, and Canada, and sailed over to Europe, and sailed back over to Africa. We're the people that's indigenous of this land. And they took us off our land, put us in captivity, slavery, and bondage. And when they came, they stayed on the land. And they filled the ships with people that was here and sailed them over to Europe and sold them over there to their wicked relatives. Once again, it says, and the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt in captivity, slavery, and bondage, again another time with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. As a nation, we haven't seen our homeland of Israel. And there, when we go on these slave ships, ye shall be sold unto your enemies. That's why I'm here. Because we got to be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. It says, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen, slave men, and bondwomen, slave women. And no man shall buy you. That buy is an old Quaker or medieval word which means to save or redeem from one condition to another condition. So now, when you look at, we got to be saved as the children of Israel. Now, who's the covenant? It's like, once again, Luke 1 and 71, that we should be saved from our enemies. We just read who our enemies are. We were sold to our enemies. And from the hand of all that hate us. Now, you have to hate a people to take their name out of existence. And all you nations that did that in Psalms 83rd chapter, we know who you are. You're going to have to pay. We're going to be saved out of your hands. And you're going to see captivity. Or we're going to show what your judgment is going to be for you if you don't want to go into captivity under the kingdom of heaven for Israel. It says, Psalms 83rd chapter. This is what they said. In verse 3 it says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may no more be in remembrance. Who are these people? It says, verse 2, for lo, thine enemies make a turmoil, and they that hate thee. They're the enemies of the Most High, and they hate the Most High, have lifted up their head in pride. Who are they? Verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom, so-called white people, and the Ishmaelites, Arabs, of Moab, Chinese, and the Hagarenes, Africans, Gebal, more tribes of the Arabs, and Ammon, Japanese, and Amalek, the Jewish people today. The Philistines, more Africans with the inhabitants of Tyre, more Africans. Ashur, the Assyrians, also is joining with them, okay? Those nations are the enemies and the haters of the Most High, and the enemies and the haters of Israel. So we got to be saved from them. Now, let's continue on this journey of the kingdom of heaven. So now going back to Isaiah 63:1. This is what they gave us to look at. So we got to look at the future judgments that's coming upon Edom, which represent the so-called white people. Because they're the superpower of the earth at this time. So-called white man is the superpower of the earth at this time. Isaiah 63:1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. This is Mashiach Yahushua, the anointed Savior. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? You know, why is your garments all red? Like you've been stomping on some grapes. This whole garment going to be full of redness, as if he stomped on grapes in the wine fat. It says, I have trodden the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in mine anger, them in mine anger, them in mine anger. Keep that in mind. And trample them in my fury. It's not like a lot of love. He coming with A whole lot of anger and fury, it says. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments. That's why his garment is red. And I will stain all my raiment. That's why his garment is red, because their blood going to be all over his raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. It's going to be the year that he's going to redeem us. And vengeance is coming upon Edom, the so-called white man. It said, and I looked, and there was none to help. And I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore mine own arm brought salvation, that's the kingdom of heaven, unto me. And my fury it upheld me. Saying, I will tread down the people. And you know that's the blood of the people of Edom. In mine anger. And make them drunk in my fury. And I will bring down their strength to the earth. We know what he's going to do. He's going to bring his strength and say, ain't going to be nothing but what? Dust and smell of smoke. Their strength is their military. He said he's going to bring it down to the earth. There's not going to be nothing but dust and the smell of smoke. As it is written. We can get that right quick. We'll go right to the point. Because all the nations, you can read it for yourself. In 2 Ezra 13. All the nations are going to get together to fight him. And this is the conclusion of the whole matter. Like you say, future judgments. 2 Ezra 13 and 10. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth. 2 Ezra 13 and 10. As it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together. The blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one. We say gonna bring that strength to the ground. Burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. See? Psalms 37 and 20. Psalms 37 and 20. This is how salvation is coming. It's not coming. I mean, how did they get America? How did they get anything? How did anybody get anywhere they went? By war. Psalms 34 and 20. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Most High shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume, and to smoke shall they consume away. There it is. Because they're the enemies of the Most High, and the haters of the Most High, and the haters of Israel. So we gotta be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Revelation 13, 9 and 10. Revelations 13, 9 and 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So, all these nations brought us in captivity, so they go into captivity. Jeremiah 30 and 16. This is the kingdom of heaven. Jeremiah 30 and 16. Remember, that comes not with observation, for the kingdom of heaven is within us. Jeremiah 30, 16. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, that's our enemies, every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee, they that robbed us, shall be a spoil. We're going to rob you. And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. I mean, he told us this. Look. Obadiah 17. Obadiah 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. Here it is. Who is Zion? Who is Zion? Psalms 51 and 16. And I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that that I may plant the heavens, and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. Another one, Psalms 149, 1 and 2. Psalms 149, 1 and 2. Psalms 149, 1 and 2. Praise ye the Most High. Sing unto the Most High a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. See? So, that's who is Zion. Children of Israel. Obadiah, again, 17th verse. But upon Mount Zion, that's the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, shall be deliverance. I mean, in here it said deliverance, which still means we're going to be saved. And there shall be holiness, pure righteousness. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. We're going to possess everything that you own. Who is this talking about? Verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus said the Most High, concerning Edom. Okay? Concerning the so-called white people. We're going to own all your possessions. It says, the wicked are a ransom for the righteous. We just got to do what we have to do to be prepared for the kingdom that's prepared for us already. Psalms 149. Let's start at verse 2. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. We're going to be joyful in the Mashiach Yahushua, our king, King of kings and power of powers, to the glory of the Most High. Verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouths, and a two-edged sword in their hand. We have a two-edged sword in our hand. Why? To execute vengeance upon the heathen, upon the Gentiles, upon the nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, and punishments unto the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron. Oh yeah, just like they put us in those fetters of iron, captivity is coming to the kings and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Most High. Colossians 3, why? Colossians 3:25. There's a reason why. It's amazing how people can think that you can do whatever you want to do, and there's no ramifications of the wickedness that has been done. The payback is something else. Colossians 3:25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of persons. So as individuals, we're going to reap what we sow. Galatians 6 and 7. You're going to reap what you sow. That's why we got to be righteous as much as possible, people. We got to be righteous. And that's follow the laws of the Most High. Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked, for whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. And whatever you sow, these nations have sold captivity, slavery, and bondage. So that's the main issue. What we looking at, kingdom of heaven. They going into captivity, slavery, and bondage. Now the Most High said he had no respect to person, but who do we have respect for? That's why it's important for us to gather ourselves together, because we're a nation that's not desired. In Exodus 2:25. And the Most High looked upon the children of Israel, and the Most High had respect unto them. So I say 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I'm in the midst thereof. Or Mashiach Yahushua says he's in the midst thereof. It's very important. Most High said he had respect to Israel. When we gather ourselves together, we assemble ourselves together. But as individuals, nah. See, that's a religious type of mindset. Oh yeah, that's why even people die, said they going to heaven. Nobody know where nobody went when they died. That's the judgment of the Most High. nobody tell you that somebody you know went to heaven. You don't know where they went. You don't have a clue where they went. That's just keeping it real. You don't know where these people went. That's why we gotta, as much as possible, we gotta stay with thus say the Most High. That's why you gotta know this word to be able to bring it forth the way it's supposed to be brought forth, so that you can do things that's necessary to make it into this kingdom. Very important. It's not gonna be easy. It's not an easy task. But once you get used to doing what's right, then you just follow what's right. Don't let everybody take you off your path. That's what the world is set up to send you straight to hell. Look at 2 Thessalonians 1 and 7. I'll start at verse 6 because it's very good. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. They're going to get it. All them that trouble the children of Israel, they're going to recompense tribulation. They're going to receive that. And to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Mashiach Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. And he's going to be revealed from heaven. The only way we're going to see him is through the ozone layer, the firmament, or the sky. He's going to be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. Just hold that. Get Revelation 1 and 7. Don't worry about when. Just have yourself together. That's what we got to do. Work on having ourselves together. Become a new creature. Become righteous in the eyes of the Most High. Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. So don't worry about where he's at. Because it say every eye going to see him, no matter if you go 50,000 miles in the earth. Mashiach Yahushua made everything to the power of the Most High. He can dissolve everything. To see wherever you at. Say every eye gonna see him. No matter where you at, you gonna see him. And they also which pierced him. The ones that nailed him to the cross, to the tree. Put them stakes in his hands and his feet, they gonna see him. And all you out there that don't want to accept him as being a so-called black man, blue black as it says in Revelation 1, 13 to 15, his hair of wool, and his feet like a fine brass of a burn in the furnace, very, very dark-skinned man. You piercing them like that. You don't. Those that don't believe in him, those that want to exalt themselves. Though all of you out there that's not saying that you're Mashiach, and Mashiach is the Most High. You try to exalt yourself, you piercing him, because he say, look, y'all, all you that want to bring everybody to you, you better think again. Understand the spirit that the Most High has sent. Only one spirit, that's the Holy Spirit that he sent back. He sent it back here to give us direction and how to be humble and how to know that what kind of power do we have. If he's got to come back and make the judgment and make war with our enemies and those that hate us, and here we are against each other, don't have no power at all. This is what he said out of his own mouth. Mashiach Yahushua said in John, the 12th chapter, in the 32nd verse. And I, not you or any man, if I be lifted up from the earth, will draw all men unto me. So we got to be drawn unto him. Mashiach Yahushua. That's why 1 Corinthians 3:23 says, and ye are Mashiachim. And Mashiach is the Most High. And no man come to the Father but by Mashiach Yahushua. That's why we say everything. Bahasham Mashiach Yahushua. John 14:6. Colossians 3:17. So, therefore, it's not about drawing men to you or to a man, but unto a Mashiach Yahushua. So they can understand by showing Mashiach Yahushua and understand that's the spiritual power. In his name, that the Most High is given to him, that the Most High can be glorified in a Mashiach Yahushua. That's what it's all about. Going back to 1 Thessalonians. Well, no, 2 Thessalonians. 1 and 7. And to you who are troubled, rest with us. When the Hamashiach Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. How many angels? Revelation 9:16. Revelation 9:16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them, 200 million angels. He's going to be revealed with his mighty angels. In flaming fire taking vengeance. Hear that? He come back for no peace. Say, in flaming fire taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High. Uh-oh. And that obey not the gospel of our power of Mashiach Yahushua. We got to deal with that. Now, going back to the Apocrypha, go to Wisdom of Solomon, because this is our salvation. Due to time restraint, I'm going to have to cut it short, but I can pick this up again on the Sabbath. Well, let's look at Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. It talks about salvation to Israel. I got to get another one. My pages is missing. At least that part I don't know if there's much. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. We just looking at this. It says what? In flaming fire, 2 Thessalonians 1 and 8, in flaming fire taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High and that obey not the gospel of our power of Mashiach Yahushua. Because they got him still set up as a so-called white man, Caesar Borgia. So this is what they're going to be saying. We're reaching salvation. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7. It said, we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Most High and Mashiach Yahushua, we have not known it. Now, the only people that bomb people, bring sanctions on people, starve them to death. They weary themselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. You know, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, Job 9:24 says. He who is the wicked cover the faces of the judges thereof, if not, wherein who is it? I mean, they cover the Mashiach Yahushua face up, say, they movies, they show the Most High as being who? Caucasian. The Mashiach Yahushua, Caucasian. All the apostles in the Bibles, all the children of Israel, King David, everybody. It's so-called white people. So that's what they did. We know that they're the wicked, and that's what they say. As for the way of the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, we have not known it. There it is. They have not known the Most High, nor Mashiach Yahushua. That's why it says, 2 Thessalonians 1 and 8, in flaming fire taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of Mashiach Yahushua, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of Mashiach Yahushua and from the glory of his power, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, coming to be glorified in the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, 1/3, mind you, and to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day. Okay, so I hope everybody believe the testimony that's coming, because it's true. It's not false, it's really true. But see, Israel got to recognize, because that's why I tell you, got to go over those laws. You got to study those laws. Very, very important that you know his laws. Read the books from Genesis to Deuteronomy. That's what he said. Amos 9 and 10. He said, all the sinners, which are the ones that break the Most High's laws, of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. They're going to die by the sword. They're going to kill them. We put to death. Now, Isaiah 60. Isaiah the 60th chapter. Now, once he take all these nations down, remember, he's going to bring their militaries down. They're going to be nothing but dust and smell of smoke. Isaiah 60 and 10. And the sons of strangers, these other nations, he got to save some of them. They got to be saved that so we can have the rest. That's what I say. They're going to be handmaids, women slaves, and bondmen, men slaves. So, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. These other nations are going to build up our walls, and their king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, talking about the children of Israel, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. He had mercy on us. We say God mercy on. We read that in Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Most High will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, set us in our own land. See, therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles. The forces of the Gentiles. Like I said, we're going to be the new IRS. Instead of Internal Revenue Service, it's going to be Israelites receiving services. Of who? The Gentiles, like I said. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, but it's going to be in righteousness. That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. Listen at this. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. They're going to be wasted. So that's where it's at. That's why I'll go more into it another time, but we're going to go into Revelation 18 and 4. Revelation 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye may be partakers, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. See, the Most High don't want us to be part of this world. When you're part of this world, you're going to be receiving the sins of this world and the plagues that the Most High going to bring upon those that are committing the sins of this world. That's why he told us in James 4 and 4, he says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? You at war with the Most High to be a friend of this world. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. That's why I say come out of her. Out of the ways, all the different things that they have on this earth that's wicked. You don't have to be wicked. He says, and I heard another voice, Revelation 18 and 4, from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, that ye be not partakers of her sins. You don't do the things that this world says it's okay to do, or even be pleased with it. And that ye receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. So remembering the things that have been done on this earth. He ain't forgotten. Zephaniah 2 and 1. Zephaniah 2 and 1. Gather yourselves together, yeah. Gather together, O nation not desired. He wants to gather together. Before the decree bring forth, before all that we read about and have read about in different times and different lessons, before the decree bring forth, before the destruction come upon this earth, before the day pass as the shaft, before the fierce anger of the Most High while Mashiach shall come upon you, before the day of the Most High while Mashiach shall's anger come upon you. He just said all the sinners of his people going to die by the sword. Say, seek ye the Most High, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. See? What people wrought his judgment. And who's the meek of the earth? Nobody but Israel. But we the only people that have not rose up against our enemy. And to see the things that they do to us, especially the police, man, it's just sad. Man, brother not doing nothing, just come and just beat them down. Just come and have a party and beating us. Psalms 147 and 19. We the ones that wrought his judgment. Only the children of Israel. Listen. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High. So we the one that's wrought the judgment of the Most High for breaking his laws. St. John 14:50 says, if you love me, keep my commandments. So if you love him, keep his commandments. 2 John 6 says, and this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that ye have heard from the beginning. Ye should walk in it. Keep his commandments. Zephaniah 2 and 3. Seek ye the Most High, while Mashiach shall all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. We just showed you that Israel has wrought the judgment of the Most High. Seek righteousness, seek meekness, that's humility. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Most High while Mashiach Yahweh's anger. It's coming. He got to come because he got to come and judge and make war. It tells us that in Revelation 19:11. And I'm going to stop right there because time restraint. But we'll continue on this because I have a lot that we're going to concerning that. But I hope that was edifying to you. And any questions, any comments on what I just went over? Because like I said, I can go more into it, but it's late. All right. Well, shalom.